So anyway, the symphony. I know you have the big gala coming up, and we're going to talk about that. Can we have a theme like that?
Yeah, that's a good idea actually for a future one. But the concert this weekend is Star Wars. There will be costumes this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's the last big question.
That's the last big question.
What
is
your destiny?
Your destiny. You got it. That's
okay.
right.
How does Star Wars fit in with this?
Well, that's the Darth Vader question. And Luke is resisting his destiny. So, or it kind of pervades. We're doing music. It's all Star Wars. All Star Wars.
The whole thing.
The whole concert is Star Wars.
Okay.
Starting with Episode 1, 2, 3, the prequels.
Right.
And then going into 4, 5, and 6, the real Star Wars, as I call them.
Yeah, right.
And then 7 and 8, which are the last two that have come out. And we don't have music for 9 yet, but we've got, all 8 of the Star Wars films, and we're doing them from beginning to end.
So are we hearing like
really
the
are.
dun, dun, dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, dun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's worth the price of the ticket right
I
there.
know, right?
Yeah.
And so we're encouraging people to come in costumes. There will be some costumes on the stage. And
that's going to be insane. There'll be lightsabers.
It's the music of Star Wars.
Right.
I don't know, for me as a kid, I was a Star Wars kid. That was kind of my first movie, and I remember my best friend had the soundtrack on LP, and we just wore that record out. Because I know people can't believe it, but you couldn't just watch movies on Netflix back then, and so once you saw it in the theater, you didn't see it again until it was re-released.
Right.
So you
imagine
listen to it.
How did we manage?
You also had some of the best sound possible. You weren't listening to it on two little speakers.
Right. That's right. And so the way we relived the movie was to listen to that soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it is a fantastic soundtrack.
Did you have the 8-track soundtrack?
No, this was all LP.
This was LP.
This was on a record. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was big into 8 tracks back then, and I think
I know
we had that on 8-track.
What are some of the themes that people are going to hear?
So you'll hear all. Okay. People are teaching college classes now about the music of Star Wars. Because he developed this whole world of music with all these different motifs and
John Williams.
John Williams, is who we're talking about. Sorry, John Williams. As much as Wagner did with his operas, John Williams did with Star Wars, and so you've got the Emperor's theme, like you sang. You've got the Luke theme, da 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 da, ba da 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 da. You've got the Force motif. You've got Yoda's theme.
Yeah, each character had their theme in case you weren't listening for it.
Yeah, that's right. And
it's very recognizable.
Oh, it's totally recognizable.
All of it.
Do you think 200 years from now, people might look at John Williams' music the way we might look at Beethoven? And
I don't have any question. No question at all. And in fact, even now, so back when I was in college, music professors used to say, there's real music and then there's this John Williams stuff, and now, even, 15, 20 years later, we look at him as being one of the great American composers.
Yeah.
Well, they were the rock stars of their time. He's kind of the rock star of his time.
But he's almost a rock star bigger, and what I mean by that is millions of people saw the movies and got to know the movies to the point that they can name that composer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
And I know it might even sound sacrilegious to say this, but I think if they didn't have John Williams' score for the original Star Wars, I don't think there ever would have been a sequel. Because if you watch some of that film without the soundtrack playing, which there are some examples on some of the documentaries about this, but you watch that film without a soundtrack, it's visually stunning, it's really beautiful, but then you add John Williams' score.
Oh, of course.
And if you can imagine, that scene with Luke and the 2 sons out there on Tatooine, then the soundtrack comes in. And then you've got something really, really special.
Do you have that funny little cantina song in there?
We do. We're doing the funny little cantina song.
I remember that one.
And I love that too. And what's neat about that is that was just released for us to play. So we didn't have that. We didn't have access to that music until just recently. So this is the first time I get to
That's such a great song.
And not just Star Wars, but any movie out there, if they don't have a musical score to it, it is not the same movie.
Yep. And
because that movie, the music moves you into the character.
Sometimes a good movie can be made much worse by a bad score.
True.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not saying Star Wars is a great movie, but then it's elevated to really epic and iconic by John Williams.
Even silent film, they put music with it.
That's right. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Do you do the pre-show chat thing?
No, we figure people don't need to hear that on this one.
It's just going to be a big costume.
It's going to be a big costume.
Gala
So they're going to be. I've got some kids who are going to be narrating, like telling us what's coming up, and we're not showing the films, and because Disney owns them now, and they're very particular about this.
Slightly.
So we can't show any of the films.
We know the music,
and that's what I want people to do.
And we get
is,
the picture.
You know, like I did as a kid, relive the movies by the music, by the sound.
Oh, no doubt. All right. What is your destiny this Saturday, May 11th? Pre-concert music.
Yeah, there's music.
Correct.
We'll have an orchestra, the little kids orchestra there.
Sweet. That's at 6:45. The concert's at 7:30, and folks can get tickets at SpringfieldSymphony.org.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're going to sell this one out, so people should act early.
Don't delay.
And wear your costumes. You know, come as an Ewok or something.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Kyle, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. All right, coming up, Bruce Porter and Will Worsham are back for a double whammy today.
They are. Don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started.